Today is 5th of Jan. By the end of this year, I'll be the greatest in our community. I'll have 100k US dollars. I just say this right now because I'm struggling with Forex. But I know this particular month everything is going to change. I shall show this video to the people outside to inspire you, to motivate you, to,
4 years ago, I was just an 18-year-old broke school dropout. No purpose, no money, and I didn't even know what to do. 4 years in now, I make over 30k a month, travel the world, provide for my family, and most importantly, I live the life at my own terms. If you are in a situation just like what I was in 4 years ago, this video is for you. I'm going to share the 10 top lessons that I have learned from making 30k a month and living the life at my own terms. So let's dive into the video. Now, the first lesson is understanding the concept of time. You see, most people don't understand how time works. Now, you can either use time to your advantage or time can be used against you. Now, often enough, when a year is starting or a new month is starting or a new week is starting, most people are too motivated, they're too inspired. Someone wants to hit those new goals. But then as time clocks and then we are mid-year or mid-month or mid-week, often enough, people start losing motivation. And guess what? The results are never consistent. So I want you to look at time as a tool that you are going to use to your advantage, not other people using it to take advantage of you, right? Now, in such an example, we have a new year coming very closely. I want us to look at it in a way, well, we have a new year and I'm going to work towards the goals that I have set for myself, not for the purpose that it's a new year. I want to go to the gym because it's a new year and I want to become physically fit. No, I'm going to go to the gym because I need to become fit, not for the purpose that it's a new year and I want to become better. Now that brings us to the second lesson, and it's learning communication. Now this is very important. Growing up, I grew up in a type of society where you're silenced, you're not allowed to even speak up. I mean, that's how typical African families are. Now, the moment I started growing up from 18 years old, well, I understood I needed to speak up because the world is unfair and people are ready to take advantage of you. Now, this is two-sided. Now, you need to learn how to speak your mind out, to influence people with your word, and then on the other side to speak up. Now obviously we all need people, as we shall discuss in our next point, but how shall you get to interact with the people if you don't know how to communicate, right? Think about having a straight eye contact or talking to people in order to come to a common goal. We all need to learn communication skills, and I can 100% say this has been one of the biggest skills that I've learned. Being able to present in front of people, being able to pitch my idea out, being able to build a team, just like how we are going to discuss. And that brings us to the third lesson, having a team. You see, most enough, you can do everything on your own. I mean, it's possible. Even when I started, I was doing everything by myself. I mean, I was editing. Sometimes I'd even film the videos. Can't sit in front of the camera, press record. Sometimes I'm off the... Sometimes I'm not even in focus, but I mean, I would do it by myself. Edit, post a video, do everything. I would run the business by myself. But yes, I got to a point where I couldn't do it all by myself. We are people and we need people. So you need to find the right people. Now, this is a bit tricky, and the fact that it comes along with your progress. Now, you see, once you're in school, well, you have the school friends. The moment you step out of school, more often enough, your circle is going to change. And then once you get into business, or if you are looking at making money, then your circle must change completely. So you must have a team. Now, this team may not necessarily be, say, people that you work with, but these people should be people that are going to bring a positive impact to you. But remember, you get what you give. So more often enough, you should also give some value in return. Now, the other lesson is hard work. You see, hard work beats talent. And I can 100% say I've seen this happen. Now, I've always sat down and tried to imagine. We do watch movies, we do listen to music, but do you ever try to think about the work that goes behind those? Do you ever try to think about the long nights people have trying to record the music or producing a film? Oh, by the way, think about this video. You are watching this video right now. but you may not know what's happening behind doors, maybe the scripting, maybe the people behind the cameras. So most enough, there is always hard work behind. So I want you to understand that hard work beats talent, and you must be ready to work hard regardless of any sector that you're in. I'm a trader, and yes, I work hard. I continuously learn, I continuously try out strategies, and I continuously try to become a better person. So look at the sector that you're in, and most importantly, I want you to work hard. Now, by the way, that can also come in with working smartly. And I've always had this discussion with my team members. So there's hard work, but then there's also hard work in a smart way. Now, I want you to combine the two, and it's going to fasten up your whole journey to success. Now, that brings us to the next point, and it's being responsible. You see, I've always mentioned this, you must take responsibility of all your actions, of all your results. You are probably where you are because of the decisions that you have taken. Now, more often, people don't understand this. We are in Africa, so someone is going to say, well, the government is not okay, or we have no jobs, or we have no internet. So I want you to look at it in a way, okay, fine, this is happening, but what can I do to adjust or to become a better person? What can I do to make more money? This could have been the biggest turning point in my life. You see, I've grown up in a very average family. I can say this because I've made it here. But at some point I was like, well, shall I keep this way? Not at all. I needed to take responsibility of my whole situation. Now, I wasn't too old, say I'm in my 20s. No, I was very young. But I stood up and I said, well, I know this can actually be changed because I have seen some people do this. And I decided to take the whole responsibility of myself and, most importantly, my family. And by the way, if I didn't push myself here, then more often enough, even my family could have still been there. I mean, no food on the table. But the fact that I took responsibility, now at least I'm able to eat and then put food on my family's table. So it comes down to taking responsibility. Look at the current situation that you're in. You might be broke, or maybe you could be making money, but then as you make it, it's all going out. Think about it and understand that it's all up to you. And once you decide to change, then I want you to implement the changes right now. Now, that brings us to the sixth lesson, and it's consistency. You see, this comes again back to time. People starting off with motivation. It's a new month. I think I need to work hard now. I need to go for those goals. It's natural for us to feel so motivated, so inspired to really work hard. But as time counts on, we kind of lose that sense of motivation. Now, as you lose motivation, your work input is also going to start decreasing. Now, at the end of the day, your results are also going to decline. Again, this is from my experience with all the type of businesses that I run and the type of work that I do. Consistency is key. You see, if you don't, then more often enough, a competitor is going to take over, or you won't even get results. I mean, it doesn't help you getting results Jan, Feb, and from March to August and no results. Not at all. So you must be ready to keep pushing, keep yourself motivated. Because, I mean, if you don't, then more often enough, no one is going to do so. It's about you and yourself. Now, that brings us to the next lesson, and it's continuous learning. Now, I believe I shouldn't even be talking about this because I believe you guys understand that you must be learned in some way. I mean, you must read books, you must watch videos to gain knowledge. So when I dropped out of school, I talked to my uncle, well, I'm quitting school. And all he told me was, go read books. Not books about school, but read books about business, books about people, and understand people, because you're going to deal out with people. And I can assure you it's been a life-changing practice. You see, once you stop learning, you stop growing. So it's an obligation for you to continuously learn. By the way, when I started off, I would go on the internet and download free PDFs because I didn't even have the money to buy the books. But yes, I would read, and trust me, it impacted my life in some way. Now that brings us to the last lesson, and it's life experiences. You see, growing up is an experience itself, but you can make it fun or you can make it boring. Now I've always questioned myself, why are we here? Are we here to just live, wake up, work, sleep, wake up, work, sleep, and more often grow that way? And it has been a very big question to me. We are here for a purpose, and different individuals have different purposes. See, my purpose could be bringing a positive impact to you, and more often enough, yours could actually be different. But along that, life is also about experiences. Now, through experiences, we get to learn, meeting new people, interacting with new people, traveling. By the way, funny thing, for my first trip, I didn't even tell anyone, because I knew if I told my parents, then most of the others would say, oh, use this money for this. And I decided to do it without telling anyone. But in the due process, I got to learn. I got to see how other people do things. I got to see how other people live. And that's what life is all about. I mean, think about it. Do you think you are created to just keep there in your local town? Think about life in a way. How am I going to make it a very purposeful journey, a journey full of experiences and you fulfilling your purpose? And that comes down to the experiences that you can reach. Now, this can be very small. I mean, say a road trip, or meeting new friends, or going to a place where you have not been before. And life is going to be fun. Now, if you watch this far, you are special in some way, because I can 100% see that you really want to become successful, and I want to become part of your journey. Like I said at first, we are the same, only that I'm probably just 4 years ahead of you. Now go ahead, tap the link just down in the description below, follow me on Instagram for more motivation, and be sure you comment down about this type of videos if you would love to see more of this, so I can have them coming through. Now remember, once you're in, there is no going back.